Hello, thank you for tuning in to this section of reads. These readings should be on the YouTube channel James 13 Wicca in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The information like the cards and dice that's going to be linked below, or like the information will be below, I should say. If you're interested in a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4 astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the one you selected. Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Leo? Ace of Swords right off the bat with the Tower card. Why not, right? Why not? Let's see what we got here. The Tower would show up for you and you still thrive. Like, why not? Why not? Which is, it's cool. Where are we going? Okay. The Tower shows up, but it's not going to slow you down, not in the least. In fact, this might be the moment that you're kind of like, listen, nope. Listen, nope. And you're just going to do what you're going to do. Fire signs can do well with the Tower sign, the Tower card. I mean, I know, because y'all move quick, right? You don't put up with it. You got to do what you got to do, and you're going to do what you're going to do. There's been a lot going on with this situation the whole time anyway. It's been all over the place. It's been very random. That's not a problem for you. It's been that way from the very beginning. A lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of all over the place, but it hasn't held you down. So is something else getting in the way? Well, what else is new? Is it Tuesday? Look at that. I feel like whatever the Tower is presenting here, the situation, there was something in your way anyway, and the Tower is helping you get it out of your way. So like, this was blocking my way. I can't get through here. Ugh, it's annoying. I'll go over here. I can't get through there. I gotta go over here. Again. All right, let me go this way. And then all of a sudden the Tower hits and you're like, oh, I can go that way now. I mean, it was the Tower, but at least I can go that way now, and there you go. This is not hindering you in the least. Again, this situation has been all over the place from day one, is what I keep getting. As soon as you got involved with it, it was before you got involved with it, I think it was all over the place. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying it was all over the place. Yep. A lot of love in it, too. A lot of love and a lot of, like, fighting to keep the situation together. A lot of love and a lot of, like, keeping it from falling apart. But there's been something that's been threatening the situation from the very beginning. I feel like that's also the Tower card, where that's kind of falling apart. Something that's always been a problem and causing more problems. Something very problematic. And this Tower is kind of, like, taking away a lot of that oomph from whatever was causing the problem. I talked to this, but is there anything else I need to say about this? You're going to make it through. I'm not. It's weird that this card is here because I'm like, I see you making it through. You're doing what you need to do. You're doing what you're meant to be here to do. There is the hang up with Leo sometimes where you just go forward and you get it done, right? And then people later will pick apart what you did, but you could have done this, but you should have done that, but this could have went better, but this, but that, but. And also, there's another component that I feel like is usually left out, but we could have sat there and done nothing and just waited for the rest of our lives. That didn't happen because you moved it forward. Maybe it wasn't the perfect decision, but it was a decision that kept the situation going, kept the situation moving, it gave the situation life, it kept it from falling short and just going nowhere. So your energy is meant to keep moving. That's the gift of Leo. You don't sit there too long and just overanalyze everything. You keep the situation moving. You also pick up your own mess, is what I get. At least those are the Leos that I've known. All right, that didn't go that well, but you cleaned it up anyway. All right, so it didn't. I'll fix it. Fine. But for every one failure, there's 5 successes. maybe you have a failure, but you have 5 successes to back it up. You just keep going because you don't let it hold you down. Um, maybe some other people need to realize that. I don't know. Be careful about letting people pick you apart. I'm not saying we need to argue with them, but realize there'd be so much less that this situation would have if you didn't do what you did. Like, how do I explain this? It's kind of like instead of getting 50 pieces of gold, you would have had one. Is that too simple? Instead of having $50 at the end of this, you would have had $1 because that's all they would have done with all their slow making decisions. Or you can make it better. Instead of $50,000, it'd have been $10,000. Maybe that's a better way to put it. There's more to this. This is where this is starting, though. Don't let people hold you down. Don't let them make you feel like you did something horrible, because I don't think you did. Because not everybody likes the decisions the way you make them, yet they benefit from your connection. They benefit from things continually moving forward. There's a lot that they wouldn't have if it wasn't for you being there. I don't see a malicious energy. It's not like you've done anything trying to hurt people. There's a certain way you live. You just go to the next. You're not going to be a sedentary. You're not going to be a sedative. You're not going to be quiet. You're not going to just sit there and wait for somebody else to make a decision. That was never Leo. That was never your thing. Certain people just are not going to understand how you work, and they're just not going to agree with it. Okay, then they're not. Overall, though, I do get that there's a very happy connection. Doesn't have to be literal family, can be. Very good social group. Not everybody's going to like it. Not every... So, okay, I just feel like what I'm trying to get to is like not to let it hold you down. What else am I supposed to say with that? Because there's another revolution coming in. So I feel like I'm beating it to death. I really do. I mean... Because they're going to get stuck, and they're going to need you to help them get out of it. So this energy is what it is. It seems like it's norm for the situation. Coming forward, there's going to be a moment coming up where they're stuck. And they can't seem to make a decision, which is ironic because it's the King of Swords. There's too much question. There's too much need more information. There's too much talky. That's kind of like, that's the thing. Fire and air can go very well. Communication creating action, the two of them together can go very, very well. But if communication just seems to drown out the situation and nothing's actually happening, they need you to move it forward. There's more to this. They're telling you about something because they know you're going to move forward with it. Don't let them use you as a scapegoat. They know you're going to move forward. Call them out on it before you do anything. I just said that. Okay. You don't have to do anything you don't want. It's just an option. Just a consideration. I can't believe I just said it that way. I probably shouldn't have, but the way that came out, yeah, like they want, that's why they're telling you. I'm like, because I kept looking at it. Because there's a lot of people involved. And they can't make a decision because somebody's going to be upset. And they don't want to get that directed at them. So they're playing it like they can't make a decision. But the decision is, I'll tell Leo, and then Leo will make the decision. People will be mad at Leo, and then I can just keep it moving. That's a little dirty, isn't it? I think it's a little dirty. I feel like there's a couple different ways to do this because you do seem to be moving forward with it. There's the good and the bad. Yeah, people are going to be annoyed with you. You could try to do it the right way. A decision had to be made. King of Swords told me what was going on, so I made the decision, and I'm getting it done. We're getting it done. It's been sitting here too long. Y'all couldn't work together. I just decided to make the decision for you. Here we go. Some of you are going to like it, some of you aren't, but we're moving on. We could do that. We could even talk about it first if we want to. Or, there's another option here. Or, this is... I feel like it's kind of like, all right, King of Swords, listen. I know what you're doing. I know you want me to be the scapegoat for this because you don't want to take the heat for it. You know what? I'll make it happen. I'm going to make what I want to happen, though. I'm more than willing to do that. But you better have my back. Because if you don't have my back this time, the next time this comes around, I'm going to make it 10 times worse for you. I'm just going to choose something that's going to drive you crazy. So, I don't know why it's coming across so pointed, though, but I feel like I'm like saying, all right, you better have my back then. You want me to make something? I know what you're telling me. You want me to make something happen, and you don't want to be the scapegoat for it. You want me to. All right, fine, I can take it. But you better have my back, and you better look out for me. Whatever that means to you. Negotiate with that King of Swords. Say, hey, you want from me? I want from you this. Whatever you want, all right, I'll do that. People don't like me, all right, every now and then it happens. I'm over it. I don't even care. But you better have my back, or I'll remember that. And I'll just choose something that'll make your life very, very difficult. I can do that too. I don't know why it's so pointed. It's a reading. Take it with a grain of salt. I just feel like I'm very pointed with it. I feel like I'm very aggravated. Kind of like, oh, you think I'm going to be the scapegoat? You better think about who you're messing with. You better think about who you're messing with. I keep getting that with the Leo energy. Like, you better make sure you really want to mess with me. I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I'll play, but you better play too. The Ace of Cups coming in, I feel like it's playful. It's not like you're kidding, but you're like, hey, all right, I'll do that. Let's see what you got. You better look out for me. You better get me what I want. You know, this door swings both ways. This knife cuts both ways, too. Don't mess with me. I feel like the King of Swords, whoever that is, they do better with you as an ally than an enemy, and they know that. Does that mean your best friend's going to lunch every day? I doubt it. But they rather have an ally than an enemy, especially Leo, because Leo will back up what they do. You'll just get in there and do what you got to do. This could be a very positive union. I feel like I just want to level the playing field. Maybe it's the way I'm saying it. Maybe it sounds a little harsh, but I don't think it is. Because I feel like if they're trying to set me up to take the fall for this, I'm like, oh, I can go out. I'm not afraid of this. But you better have my back. Do you want an ally or an enemy? I feel like I'm just like, hey, you're not pulling a fast one here. I know what you're doing. You just better have my back. I just keep getting that. I don't think it's really as mean as maybe I think it's coming off. Hopefully it's not. It's kind of like, you're going to play a game. You better have my back. They don't really know. They don't really know what you want either. I think that's one of the reasons maybe this energy has a hard time. They don't know what you want. Keep that in mind. They got the Moon card with the well-being. They don't really know. They don't really know. There's something here that's like, what am I missing it? They want to keep you in positive connection with them. If you want something from them, I feel like you're going to tell them. I feel like you'll tell them, this is what I want. So, I feel like they try to get ahead of the game, but they can't. Because your interests can change quickly. You go with the moment. Whatever looks good in the moment, this is what you want, and then you go for it. You also move forward when you see what you want. You don't wait for somebody to get it for you. Like, if you want a sandwich, you're going to the kitchen and you just make it. You're not going to be like, who can I get to make that for me? You're going to just do it yourself. You're just like, I'm just going to go get it. Or it's like, you know, I'm going to order it and I'll just go and pick it up. I'm not going to wait for delivery. Like, it seems like it's that type of energy. I feel like they try to do things for you, but keep in mind they don't really know what you want. is this going to be okay? I do feel like they're going to try to honor the bargain. They don't know what you want. I keep getting that over and over and over and over again. They're going to try to figure out what you want. It may change with the day, depending on what situation you're working with. Unless it's a business thing and you're like, I want that position, keep helping me move close to that position. Unless it's something like that, which I don't think for most of you that's what it is, but I feel like the whole thing here is like they want to keep you as an ally, they just don't know what to do for you. Every now and then if you throw them a bone and say, I want this, and you know they can do it for you, throw them a bone, let them go get something for you, and you just go do something else while they're at it. Leo tends to get what they want on their own, so it's good. If you want to keep a positive connection here, tell them what you want, and then go do something else and see if they get it for you. And every now and then, just throw them a bone. Again, because I keep seeing, like, most of the time you just go get for what you want anyway. I don't know what to say. Is that weird? I think that's weird. I don't know what to say about that. There's only so much they can do for you. They'll try to, but I feel like you're more self-sufficient than that. I just feel like, you know, just remind them when the chips are down, you just want them to have your back. I'm not really sure you're going to need them though. So I don't know. Does this even make sense? Does this even show a purpose for you? Is it just having confidence that you're making the right decision, and that, you know, people, even though they don't understand how you do things, they don't like how you do things sometimes. So what? I guess that's how I feel about it. Like, so what? Letting this energy be an ally rather than an enemy. I still don't know that they really can do anything for you. But it's good to have somebody in your corner if push comes to shove. This is a weird one. I find this one very interesting. Alright. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.